Scientists have developed an unsinkable metal that floats even when damaged. Researchers at the University of Rochester have designed a new type of metal that floats on the surface of water. The superhydrophobic material won't sink, even when forcibly pushed underwater or punctured. Developed at a New York university, the material floats on the water's surface even after being damaged. This solution could eventually find applications in the construction of unsinkable ships, life jackets, floating cities, or even long-life monitoring devices floating on the ocean's surface. Many more applications are certain to emerge. These advantages have been recognized by, among others, the U.S. Army, which co-funded the research. Scientists achieved superhydrophobic properties by using a femtosecond laser to etch microscopic patterns onto the metal surface. These patterns trap air and give the entire structure an unsinkable character. The research was published in the journal ACS Applied Materials and Interfaces. In nature, there are many creatures, such as spiders and ants, that can float on the surface of water for long periods. How do they do this? They trap air bubbles. For example, the fire ant, which spends its entire life in the water, creates a kind of dome, a diving bell, from its silk, which it pulls underwater by capturing a bubble of air. This envelope, along with the captured air, covers the abdomen, which contains the fire ant's respiratory organs. Fire ants, on the other hand, create a kind of raft with their bodies. The ants cling to each other, trapping air bubbles between their bodies. Spiders and ants have inspired scientists. Scientists have developed a technique that uses femtosecond laser pulses to etch complex micro and nano patterns into metal surfaces, trapping air and making the surfaces hydrophobic. This was a very interesting inspiration, said Professor Chunlei Guo, the lead author of the study. The scientist added that the key finding was that multilayered superhydrophobic surfaces can trap a large volume of air, suggesting the possibility of using these surfaces to create floating devices. In Guo's lab, he and his colleagues created a superhydrophobic structure from 2 aluminum plates. The researchers engraved the plates' surfaces and turned the etched patterns inward to protect them from abrasion. The surfaces were separated by a sufficient distance to trap and retain enough air to support the structure on the water surface. During testing, the entire structure was forcibly immersed in water for 2 months. After releasing the load, the structure immediately floated to the surface. It retained its properties even after being repeatedly punctured. The remaining, undamaged parts of the structure retained their hydrophobic properties. Although the team used aluminum in their research, the same process can be applied to any metal, or even other materials. Scientists admitted that the first laser engraving of aluminum was very time-consuming. It took an hour to etch patterns onto a 6.5 cm square piece of aluminum. But researchers have refined their technique using much more powerful and faster lasers. This makes commercialization of the method possible. Scientists have also acknowledged that after prolonged immersion in water, surfaces may begin to lose their hydrophobic properties. Scientists are currently experimenting with different tile shapes, gap sizes, and pattern density. Astronomers have detected a record number of gravitational waves. Scientists have reported the detection of 35 gravitational wave signals, bringing the total number of similar detections to 90. These discoveries could help solve some of the universe's most complex mysteries and shed more light on its evolution and the life and death of stars. The first gravitational waves were detected in September 2015, although the discovery was not announced until February 2016 due to the time needed to analyze the data and ensure they were indeed gravitational waves. Since then, dozens of similar detections have been confirmed. Now, scientists have reported detecting additional wrinkles in spacetime. From November 2019 to March 2020, the LIGO and Virgo interferometers detected a total of 35 gravitational wave signals. The research results can be found in the R14 preprint database. The new discoveries come from cosmic events, most of them billions of light-years away. These 35 new events cover the entire mass range of gravitational wave sources. Of the 35 detected signals, scientists believe they most likely originated from black hole collisions. Two involved a rare event, a black hole neutron star collision. Regarding the latter, researchers are unsure exactly what type of object triggered the gravitational waves, but it's likely that one of them was an extremely small black hole. The new findings mean that scientists have detected a total of 90 gravitational wave signals since 2015. Collisions between massive objects, like black holes and neutron stars, send gravitational waves into space, similar to those created by dropping a stone into a lake. Astronomers can analyze these ripples in spacetime to determine the properties of the objects that caused them. For example, one detected event involved a black hole with a mass of 87 solar masses colliding with a black hole with a mass of 61 solar masses, creating an object with a mass of 141 solar masses. Professor Susan Scott from the Australian National University, ANU, said the latest discoveries represent a veritable tsunami and are a major step forward in our quest to unravel the secrets of the evolution of the universe. These discoveries represent a tenfold increase in the number of gravitational waves detected by LIGO and Virgo since they began observing. We detected 35 events. That's a huge number. During our first observing campaign, which lasted 4 months in 2015 to 2016, we recorded only 3 detections, she emphasized. This is truly a new era in gravitational wave detection. These new discoveries reveal a wealth of information about the life and death of stars across the universe. Continuous improvements in the sensitivity of gravitational wave detectors are helping to increase the detection rate of these events. New technology allows us to observe more gravitational waves than ever before, noted Professor Scott. But there's something more. When the most massive stars die, they collapse under their own gravity and leave behind black holes. When slightly less massive stars die, they explode in supernovae and leave behind dense, dead debris called neutron stars. For years, astronomers have struggled to solve the mystery of the mass gap between neutron stars and black holes. The heaviest known neutron star is no more than 2.5 times the mass of our Sun, and the lightest known black hole is about 5 times the mass of our Sun. The question remained, is there anything with a mass between 2.5 and about 5 times the mass of our Sun? The latest detections include events that appear to fill the gap in the masses of observed black holes. One of these, the researchers indicate, involved a collision between an object with a mass of 2.8 solar masses. Astronomers concluded that it was likely a very small black hole, although they could not rule out a very heavy neutron star. Another extremely interesting detection is a signal indicating a collision between a black hole with a mass of 33 solar masses and a very small neutron star with a mass of about 1.17 solar masses. This is one of the least massive neutron stars ever observed. The other really exciting thing about the continued improvement in the sensitivity of gravitational wave detectors is that it will bring into play a whole new range of gravitational wave sources, some of which will be unexpected, said Professor Scott. Scientists wonder if the systems that give rise to gravitational waves formed as binary star systems that went through their life cycles together and eventually became black holes. Or perhaps the two black holes were pushed into a highly dynamic environment, such as the center of a galaxy. We are only now beginning to appreciate the wonderful diversity of black holes and neutron stars, said Christopher Berry of the University of Glasgow in the UK. Our latest results demonstrate that they come in many sizes and combinations. We have solved several long-standing puzzles, but we have also discovered new ones. Thanks to these observations, we are closer to unlocking the secrets of how stars, the building blocks of our universe, evolve, he added. The LIGO Observatory, located in the US, and the Virgo Observatory, located in Italy, are currently offline and undergoing upgrades in preparation for the fourth series of observations. The Japanese Kagra Observatory is scheduled to join the ranks next year. The LIGO observatories, which were funded by the NSF, were designed, built, and operated by institutes at Caltech and MIT. The Virgo detector, located near Pisa, Italy, is funded by the Istituto Nazionale di Fisica Nucleare, INFN, in Italy and the Centre National de la Recherche Scientifique, CNRS, in France, and is operated by the European Gravitational Observatory, EGO. The LIGO scientific collaboration and the Virgo collaboration comprise approximately 1,500 scientists who work together to operate the detectors and process and analyze the data they collect. The Polish research group PORGROR, which brings together scientists from 8 research institutions, is participating in Virgo's work. It includes researchers from the Institute of Mathematics of the Polish Academy of Sciences, the Nicolaus Copernicus Astronomical Center of the Polish Academy of Sciences, the National Center for Nuclear Research, the AGH University of Science and Technology in Krakow, as well as the universities of Białystok, the Jagiellonian University in Krakow, the Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń, Warsaw, Wrocław, and Zielona Góra. Among other things, Polish scientists are developing algorithms for data analysis, building electronic components, and conducting noise analysis. It turns out that the world of gravitational waves is incredibly exciting, said Maya Fishbach of NASA. Our modernized detectors will be able to detect weaker signals, including those from black holes and neutron stars that collided much further away, signals from billions of years ago. I can't wait to discover what else is out there, she added. Autism-related mutation reversed with gene therapy. Using brain organoids, miniature versions of brains grown from stem cells, scientists have determined how a genetic mutation associated with a severe form of autism disrupts neurological development. Furthermore, using gene therapy, they were able to restore normal gene function, suggesting new treatment options. Some neurological diseases, including autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and schizophrenia, have been previously linked to mutations in transcription factor 4, TCF4, which is essential for brain development. Transcription factors are proteins that regulate the on and off of individual genes, so their presence or absence can have a domino effect on the developing organism. Despite numerous studies, little is known about what happens to the brain when TCF4 mutations occur. In a new study published in Nature Communications, researchers at the University of California San Diego School of Medicine used human brain organoids to determine how a genetic mutation in TCF4 disrupts brain development. Organoids are miniature versions of various organs grown from stem cells, preserving their key anatomical features. These small, three-dimensional models are invaluable in research where the use of living brains is impossible or unethical. Organoids allow scientists to obtain a living organ for testing various concepts, such as testing drug responses or observing development under adverse conditions. Organoid research offers scientists the opportunity to deeply understand organs and the causes of many diseases. Using these mini-organs, Californian researchers investigated what happens in the brain when a TCF4 mutation occurs. These organoids were derived from skin cells taken from children with Pitt-Hopkins syndrome. Using stem cell technology, the researchers transformed the patient's skin cells into induced pluripotent stem cells, iPSCs, which they then differentiated into three-dimensional brain organoids. Pitt-Hopkins syndrome is a rare genetic disorder characterized by developmental delay, cognitive difficulties, and epilepsy. Children with this condition have profound cognitive and motor disabilities and typically lack the ability to communicate. Pitt-Hopkins syndrome is sometimes classified as an ASD due to its severe impact on motor skills and sensory integration. It is a complex condition that varies in severity. The resulting mini-brains had a mutation in TCF4, which allowed scientists to understand how brain development proceeds when this mutation occurs, and to identify possible options for improving this process, that is, reversing the effects of the mutation. Initial observations of the organoids revealed a host of structural and functional differences between the mini-brains with the TCF4 mutation and the control organoids. Even without a microscope, it was possible to tell which brain organoid had the mutation, said senior study author Alison R. Muotri, a professor at UC San Diego School of Medicine. The TCF4 mutant organoids were significantly smaller than normal organoids, and many of their cells were not actually neurons, but neural precursors. These cells are supposed to proliferate and then mature into specialized brain cells, but in the TCF4 mutant mini-brains, something in this process went wrong. A series of experiments revealed that the TCF4 mutation further disrupted two important signaling pathways, WNT and SOX, that help cells proliferate, mature into neurons, and migrate to their proper locations in the brain. This resulted in fewer neurons being formed during development, and those cells that did develop into neurons were less active than normal and often remained clustered together rather than organizing into finely tuned neural circuits. This unusual architecture disrupted neural activity in the mutant brain organoid, which the authors believe would likely contribute to subsequent cognitive and motor impairments. We were surprised to see such serious developmental problems and wondered what we could do to address them, said Dr. Fabio Papes, first author of the study from the University of Campinas. Pepys has a relative with Pitt-Hopkins syndrome, which motivated him to study TCF4. The team tested 2 different gene therapy strategies to restore functional TCF4 in brain tissue. Both approaches successfully increased protein levels and thereby corrected Pitt-Hopkins syndrome phenotypes at molecular, cellular, and electrophysiological scales. The fact that by correcting a single mutation, the entire nervous system can be restored, even at a functional level, is amazing, Muotri said. He noted that these genetic interventions occurred during prenatal brain development, whereas in clinical settings, children receive a diagnosis and treatment, if any, begins several years later. Therefore, clinical trials must first confirm whether a later stage intervention is still safe and effective. The team is currently optimizing their gene therapy tools in preparation for such a trial. The researchers plan to inject a genetic vector into the spine of an affected patient, which will hopefully restore TCF4 function in the brain. For these children and their loved ones, any improvement in motor and cognitive function and quality of life is worth a try, Muotri said.